sorry. I don't know.
I just wait, man. Whilst you were saying it, I was like, "This is great stuff. I should."
Oh, sorry, my bad.
We should get this on you.
You should have said, slow down, slow down.
No, it's good. Just a little recap. Just talking about work stuff.
Yeah.
So even like the mindset with some of the work, it's like a bit more of a. If you're okay with talking about it,
that's fine.
what's been happening with that?
Work. It's been good. I feel like I'm actually doing my job that I'm supposed to do. I feel like before I stepped into this role, I tend to bury myself amongst the boys, and then when I buried myself amongst the boys, other departments of my job started to lack, which is like sending off the emails, making sure the boys, making sure the guys and the girls are doing their jobs. So different challenges as well. So I've learned to pull back a little bit more because I don't know what it is. I think I grew up around, because being the youngest, I grew up around being, you got to get out there and help. But it's in this sense, being a supervisor, it doesn't really make sense to get.
That's the point. Like your actual job.
Yeah, that's my actual job.
Is to not jump in.
Because I've been so used to just being a hands-on person, that's all I knew. So like, what's the best thing I know how to do in order to get results? Jump straight in there and get it done with the boys.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and then I found out as I grew and matured a bit more as a supervisor, I found out I was doing more work than my actual workers. I was like, because I know what standard it is. Basically, I was trying to show them, but obviously some people are like, here we go. He's going to come out and do more work, and this will be a good opportunity for us to kind of chill back and let the supervisor come and do more of the work.
Yeah.
But I find, it's more effective if you sit back. Yes, it might make you look like you're lazy and whatnot, and this guy never does nothing. He just comes out and tells you what to do. But being a supervisor is very effective if you sit back a bit and have a look and watch. Just watch, and that way it gives you. Then that way you can have you have better leverage. Like you can be a little bit more proactive. You can plan your next steps. Just get ready and stuff.
I definitely get that. I was driving past I took the dogs out for a drive yesterday and my wife. But we drove past a construction site and there was one guy that I'm like, clearly you're like a supervisor. Clipboard, like his high-vis stuff is all super clean. Yeah, and you're like, all right. And I know that's the thing that people normally berate them for, but I'm like, that's the point. Like they're there to do their job. And it's almost like part of the job is 100%. To kind of be hated for that.
I know.
To like, everyone's like, the supervisor, but it's like they're the ones like that allow you to just focus on what you're doing and like you don't have to worry about organizing all the supervision stuff because your head's on the ground. It's like then when people step into that, realize, you were sorting out all this so that we could just, our job was easy. You know?
So it's like, so it wasn't as easy as it looks.
I
feel like we're also the people that also get smashed by our bosses. Like, they don't know that guy on the floor's name. They only know my name because he's under my team. If that guy picked it wrong, really picked it wrong.
It's that
if that
responsibility.
Guy broke a racking, there's this guy that ran into a racking, which is going to cost us a little bit, but they don't see it as, that guy broke the racking, really broke the racking, because where was his supervision and stuff, so. And they'll start questioning you, what do you want to do about it, how are we going to take steps, like, is he all right to continue on? Do we need to revoke his license? Does he need to do an SOP again and all of that type of stuff there too? So, it just feels like it's all coming. It feels like it's all coming down. Or it's almost made just to like pull me back and be like, sorry, Kaey-Lib, I can't do this. Mentally, I'm not there. But obviously, that's why I'm trying to get you there on board too. So I mean, God knows I don't have what I'm supposed to offer Kaey-Lib right now. But I know for a fact I've prayed about it a lot, and He'll provide for it. So man.
What do you? Well, can you expand on that? What do you mean by you?
Also financially as well, just to help you for helping me as well. So just to keep my end of the bargain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the thing. We can always you've already put something towards it. We can sort out what fits for you each contribution during the first month, and then I know after that it's a bit smoother. Which is obviously what we messaged outside of here context for you to talk about. That's the thing. It's like once you're in, I'm like, we can figure it out. That's the biggest thing.
I definitely know. Within 3 months, I can definitely do that. But man.
And it is like a lot of people would allow that to get in the way, but it's like that's actually the best time to do it when
Yeah,
you're like,
I know,
oh, I
man.
can't, you know? When you're like,
when I was, hey, how you been?
Good. Oh, I've been a little bit crook, bro.
This is
but I'm
Kaey-Lib.
back.
hey, well, how you going, man?
This fella, taking his head in the cold water.
Just that guy.
Yeah, nah, it's I feel like because I've always seen it on TikTok, I've always heard people say the best time to jump is when you're scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. When I initially talked to you and I was bringing up all those things why I shouldn't do it, I don't know. I told you this before. I don't know if you caught it on the video, but I just had this sense of like warmth and just confirmation. And I was like, all right, God, I feel like it's from God because I rarely get those.
Yeah.
And just to have that feeling and that sense of warmth and that's what God is, peace, right? It doesn't bring confusion and drama and all of that stuff. It will also bring you peace, right? But yeah, man, I'm telling you, if I'm being honest, I'm still scared, but I'll do it scared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it scared.
Oh, that's it, man. Do it scared. That's such a big part of it because it's even with that, even like a little reframe for yourself that we're getting into it already.
Yeah, I know. That's all like that. I didn't let you know what I mean. So.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's all energy if you think about it. So it's like when you're scared, you can also, because this is true, you can look at it as it's because you care so much, you have so much energy towards it.
Yeah.
Because it's, if you think about it, they're the same level of energy, the similar, like the total amount of energy. We talked about the energetics and that. It's that feeling within you, the voltage, I guess you could say, is the same, but it's the actual how it feels, how we perceive it, is based on the story we put on it. So have you heard this example of like experiments they've done on rats, where it's like you got two rats, one that gets to, because you know they love running on the wheel, one that runs on the wheel whenever it feels like it, and one that is forced to run on the wheel whenever the other one is, and the one that is forced to gets like none of the positive benefits you normally associate with physical exercise. It just gets the stress, the breakdown, but the one that gets to do it whenever it feels like it gets all the positive benefits.
Yeah, right.
So part of that is like it's the story and the context that you tell yourself. So if you think that you're being forced into something, then you perceive and you just get all the negative stuff. But if you're like, okay, I'm choosing this, if you can get yourself the right story, and it's all a matter of like, it's all true, just depends on how you look at it, then it's like you get all the positives from that. So even being like, okay, I'm anxious, I'm scared, all these things, it's because you care. Like the opposite of that is, well, I guess a lower level than that is, because we've talked about some levels of energy stuff, is like apathy, and that's like hard to stir yourself out of, you know? It's like, because the alternative is to not care, and it's a very like deeply disturbing thing to experience when you don't care. It's good to feel these things about it. You can be like, oh, I'm scared. You can also see it as like, I'm excited to do this thing, and it'll probably be a mix. I can relate it to like my first, or like when I had my couple of fights and that. I was talking to my wife about this the other day, but when I had my first fights, I was in this situation where I was like, you're backstage and it's like, oh, this is happening. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this thing.
I wanted to ask you about your fights and stuff and your thought process, but
bro.
So it's always nervous every single fight, never changes?
Dude, I only had two within the span of 3 weeks, but it was just like both times. It was a quick turnaround. But it was like you get there and you're like, what am I doing? And it goes from like, what am I doing to I'm excited. And you definitely get that inkling of like, oh, I want to bail out. Like, I just want to like, but you're backstage there, everyone's coming to watch you as well. And like all this stuff is happening. Yeah, you're like, oh, what's going to happen? Like, is it going to go super well? Am I going to like get sparked in the first second? Look like an idiot?
Do you feel like your nervousness either comes from when you get punched or when you throw the first punch? Like,
it's before it. It's all the lead up to it.
Yeah, right.
It's like that. You feel like you're going to be sick. You're like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, this is, but then at the same time, it'll instantly switch to like, oh, this is like, let's go. Like, I'm so amped. I've been preparing for this. But then you switch back and you're like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I just want to bail. But it's like, it just happens so fast almost. It's just like really fast but really slow at the same time. And then next thing you know, you're backstage and it's your fight's coming up. And then you're walking out there and you're like, oh, and then you just get sucked into this vortex of like the flow state with it. And then you're getting announced and I remember when I was getting announced, I looked across at the guy, and he's just standing there like the Alex Burrow thing, and he's like mean mugging me, bro. And I got like this, whoop, I was like, oh my goodness, he looks terrifying. But then I just like went into it because they were announcing me, and I was just like, yeah, hit it with a double bicep flex. I don't know why, but I was just
you know, that's the same as me. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm like, because you are similar experience to you, I still get nervous, even up to my first attempt on the squat. When I get that out of the way, I'm like, because we put so much thought into it. Like, I did this weight before in the gym. This is my opener. I feel like we like to jump ahead and scare ourselves because the last attempt for the squat is usually what scares me. I'm like, man, I haven't touched this weight before. My coach reckons I'm ready, and then when you get to actually squat it, you actually do I actually PB every time, but the nervousness goes out.
Yeah, well, that's I was going to say you can probably relate with your comp experience as well, because it's this whole thing, and it's this just like, part of you is almost like I could have been more ready as well.
Yes.
Even like with this, what we're talking about, you could always be more ready. Like, if I had more time to prepare, but then it's like if you don't have the set start, like let's do this, you could always be more. It's an infinite thing to like never start, never do your first comp, never do the next comp, because you're like, I could prepare more. But then when you hit that, you're like, I could be stronger than this still. And it's like, you gotta get in there, and like that's how you actually keep getting better is through the experiencing it. So I like to use that phrase, the only way out is through. And it's just through that experience, because a lot of people spend their whole lives, should I,
That was me. Part of my my early 20s and stuff, because when I hit my early 20s, my brothers and that, they already got married. One of my other brothers was still in jail for a very long. My nephew's dad. That's the only reason why I brought both of them up here, just to try and also be like an older brother to them as well. I had no. It was like, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I spent most of my early 20s just not, because I didn't really have that's a big part of being a mentor. So I feel like that's the reason why I was like, maybe you're a teacher. You're going to help people. Which I'm very blessed to be in the position where I'm able to help from like my supervising job as well. I've always deemed myself not fit to be a teacher because I'm the youngest of the family. I've talked to this, I've talked about this before, but man, it's finally coming around where now guys like, no, this is what I actually want you to do now,
Well, it's funny because the initial thing I was like, can we get the camera on, is when you were talking about the cycles that you go through at work.
Oh yes, the patterns, man. So the patterns, so necessarily we cycle through a lot of people where we pick and choose, obviously from a work point of view. If they're not fit, we get rid of them, or we repurpose them into another position. If they don't do that, and they some people like to self-sabotage themselves, they want to get sacked. I was like, bro, if you want to quit, I'm not a bad person, man. You're making my job hard because I don't like sacking people, but I have to. But what I find when I have a new team, I teach them, create good habits. Cycle comes around, they fall off a bit, and people start to push and pull. They get a bit more experience. I don't know whether they become, I already know what to do now, so they become a little bit more ignorant or arrogant. Ignorant or ignorant. So I already know what to do. Whatever, blah blah blah. And then
complacent.
Complacent, and then there's that as well. And then that paired up with like now they deserve more money and stuff, so they're trying to offer them to get their tickets, like a LO. I don't know if you guys know what an LO is. It's an order picker. It's just a big machine you go up on the platform with, and you just pick, come back down. It's almost like a forklift, but you go up with the machine.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a massive platform, and you can pick couches on there and stuff. So so if you can't go wide in a warehouse, the only way to go is up. So that's how we do our storages and stuff. But different characteristics. People can come today, be all fine. Everyone gets along, happy days. Tomorrow, someone, I don't know, I'm only assuming, someone argued with their missus, came from home, and kind of brought that attitude to work. So just that challenge. yeah, for a long period of time will be good, and it'll just cycle back.
Yeah, well,
Cycle
that's
back.
an interesting thing. I just checked this is actually, yeah, okay, it's good. It's filming. And I just realized I framed it really badly. It was just
Yeah, that's what I was like.
purely on you.
Yeah, I was like,
My bad. I just given the people what they want, you know?
oh,
The teeth out. But I feel like it's really similar to that cycle of good times. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times.
Hard times.
That kind of thing. So there's an element of that cycle, even in this business. We've been listening to some stuff, but it makes sense where you go through cycles of like, it sucks, and then you make that jump. Especially if you're unconscious of these things, if you're doing them unconsciously, then you'll go through these cycles a few times until you make the realization, but you go from that side of things like excellence, like a bit of that, you go freedom and then that abundance, but then you can slip into that complacency and then back in, like you kind of, it seems like you regress, but like I think we've talked about like a spiral staircase. It seems like from a bird's eye view, it seems like you're doing circles, but like a spiral staircase, if you look at it from the thing, you're actually going upwards. Yeah, right. So it's like cycles with addiction or progress in that. I see it similar to a mountaintop even. It's like as you ascend to a mountain's peak, you go in circles normally, you don't go straight up it because that's just how mountains are, but you'll have periods of time where the path goes down. So it seems like, I'm regressing.
Right, but
it's still coming up.
Spiral. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's just an interesting one to be like, that's actually how everything works. Like cycles of training in that, you'll go like, oh, okay, especially when you're first getting into it, it's a conscious effort to do it, and you can feel like, oh, I'm regressing because you care about it, but then it's like you are actually constantly improving and progressing in that context because you keep going forward. Like you can go through the little dip and be like, oh, that's it, it's over, and you can sit in there or like turn back, but it's like, oh, what if that's part of you moving forward? And within that cycle, it's staying proactive is a big thing. Like you said, you've gotten to that period now where you might have to give your team a bit of a kick up the arse, you were saying, because it tends to like people can fall into some of that complacency. Especially when things get good. It's like I've done it before. I'm like in business, I'm like, kick back, I've made it. And then
I've done it before too, and I think I'm still gonna continue to do it. But yeah, man.
It's keeping that principle front of mind and reminding yourself, stay proactive. Because even with that, it's a conscious effort to do. And it's sometimes I find that you can feel bad about, oh, okay, I've already made the decision and the commitment to serve God fully and to do this to my fullest capacity. Like, why am I having to pick it again every single day? But that's the point. It's like we choose it every day. And it's more of a conscious effort up front, but then it becomes second nature, and then it just becomes part of who we are. And that's the thing. But then you also have to just keep choosing as well. So it's like a conscious choice to keep reading the Bible every day, to keep surrendering to God, to keep choosing to surrender to God. And it's like we tend to do this phrase it this way, it's like we go from bad to good with God, and then we think we can go from good to great by ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, I've got this now, like, thanks God.
I did it numerous times. Yeah. I mean, I've only started reading my Bible consistently this week.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man. So a word, a passage every day.
Yes.
Haven't really had a plan yet, but just going off whatever the Bible app has for the day, and I just, man.
Great start, bro.
Man.
But that's it, man. Sometimes the best plan is just like no plan. If you just dive in.
Yeah, just
God's plan.
Yeah, I was like, God, I'm giving this everything to you because I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Yeah. I feel like I'm going somewhere, but at the same time, I feel so lost. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I've heard it put this way, especially because you're quite a creative guy as well. It's like even the editing process, we have some things to guide us. So like when you're coming up with an idea for something, it's the analogy I put from Matt Reeves, like, Batman director in that and writer as well. He was like, essentially this creative work is like you're in a completely dark room, you can't see anything, all the tools are in there, but you just have to go by feel, like you actually can't see. But all the tools you need are in that room. And it feels like that every single time. Like no matter how experienced you are, it just gets to be that like, whew. But it's the point is you can actually do your best. It's almost like that's what makes you a creative person. That's what gives us the leverage in business
Forces
is the
you
willingness to put ourselves in that situation,
Yeah.
force yourself into it, and be like, all right, sit with the discomfort, like that uneasy feeling where you could bail, but you could be like, all right, no, this is what I do. I figured this out, and it just comes to you. It's like staring at the blank canvas is one of the hardest bits.
I find sometimes it paralyzes me.
Yeah.
Up to the point where I'll lay down and I'll just procrastinate, and next thing you know, I'm sleeping. And I'll wake up and I'm like, and I'll stress about it. I'm like, all right, come on, think of something. And then when I go to the editing process, I was like, I did this before. Like, it's almost like I want to create something new.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like taking steps. Maybe I should try different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I think. That's what I think I should do. We'll probably try new stuff with it, obviously, like with this, with the color grading and stuff as well. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, every time we go do bigger things like weddings or stuff that we haven't did before, I'll sit down, I'll go to edit, I was like, man, this just looks like the gym video, but in like a product sense, if that makes sense. I was like, what can I do to like differentiate it and make it a little bit more, have that creative edge?
Yeah.
But yeah, always constantly just procrastinating without doing. So I think that's my biggest issue. I tend to think more, one of my biggest issues. But yeah. But I do find that when I act upon it, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, well, it's like we've said, it's the thinking about it takes more energy and it's harder than just doing it, you know? But yeah, often procrastination, and that comes from a place of being lost.
Yeah.
It's like you just feel lost and uncertain. Yeah, is what I find. And even within what you were saying, constant wanting to innovate, it's good. Use this as a rule of thumb. It's like 80% of the stuff is like what you always do, like the stuff that you know works.
Yeah.
And then there's room for 20% of that innovation, like constantly striving and doing new things, experimenting. I think you can break that up into two little 10%. I've heard it put that way, but within that 20% is the innovation, because you've got your staple, your style. Like people like your visuals. You're clearly like you already get hired to do certain work with your videography and filmography and edit. I was going to say editography.
Editography. I'm going to add that into my vocabulary.
Put it on the resume.
Yeah, put it on my resume, please.
Yeah, that's it. But you've got all that stuff, and then you also, like, because you're creative as well, you want to innovate and do the new things. So it's good to keep the staples that keep that going and can work really well. And then you're still improving those, always the 80% of what you normally do. So even with content, for example, you make 80% of like the same types of content, innovate with the other 20%.
Yeah, right.
That tends to be the way forward, and that kind of creates some of that stability within that. Obviously, those are arbitrary numbers, like you can always change that, but
makes sense.
it makes it easier to deal with mentally as well, because like, okay, I know I've got my staples. Like with training, like I love to do, like it's pretty consistent 80% of it, but then I also like to have the freedom to like, what if I tried this, you know?
Same.
Yeah.
I feel
Even
like
when we do stuff together, when we train, I'm like,
I feel like
this.
It makes sense because when we shoot, or what I've been taught and what I also teach people that are coming up, so like get your safe shots, which is your, we like to call it your close-ups, medium shot and your wide shot, and then you push in, you push out, and then you orbit, and then the other 20% is where you can experiment new things. So you saying that, I'm like, I do that with cameras, but
Yeah, so. Well, the really cool thing I find with this stuff is that it's all patterns. Like, that's why I call it the thinking man's game. The same way that, even the way that I do martial arts is actually same principles for business. You just got to intentionally apply them. Same principles used to operate the camera and make videos, you'll be able to use them for business as well. It's just about finding them, and almost my job is like helping you find the path and like make the connection yourself so that you can see, oh, this is the way. It's like when you're teaching, speaking someone's language is more important than the information itself.
100%,
Is you're putting it into a context that resonates with them, and they're like, oh, of course, that's like the easiest thing in the world. Makes so much sense. That's a lot of it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all the patterns, like patterns in nature, patterns in our behaviors, they're all the same thing. Like they're just repeatable patterns that you're like, oh, okay. As you get deeper into it, you're like, so this all just works the same way, huh? Some of the surface level stuff might change, some of the very, very specific details, but the general stuff, which is the patterns, informs those specifics. And it's pretty cool. I think it's really cool because you're like, oh, this is like, once you figured one thing out, if you intentionally apply those skills over to something else, you got it on lock.
Yeah,
basically.
right.
This is pretty whack. I get this sometimes. I just wanted to share. I have these, you could call them prophetic dreams, not being like, I'm a prophet or anything like that.
Oh, are you that person as well?
Like sometimes there are things like that moment when I was just like, you got it on lock. I had a dream about that a few months ago, like before I even knew you. And it's just like, I'll have it and it'll be like such a small moment that I don't really even remember it when it happens, but then it happens and you're like, oh, cool. It just pops into mind because it just happened. It's like a bit of deja vu.
Oh, right.
I take them as, sometimes, normally they're not really the most like, they're not crazy moments. They're kind of like everyday moments like this. I consider this like a very important moment. Sometimes just whilst we're driving around, I'm like, oh, this exact conversation and the way that we're having, like I know what's going to be said next. I've had like a couple of moments where it was like, wow, this is like, oh, I know what to say here because I've actually been given this in a dream before. And it could have been the thing that really helped guide certain situations, like mates with their relationships and marriages and that kind of thing. But something I kind of take them as, I don't know if you have them, is as well, is just little reminders, God showing you like, yep, you're on the right track. Like this, I already showed you this was gonna happen. And sometimes like you had doubts leading up to it, and then it happens, you're like, oh, okay, no, I'm actually like, everything that I had done up under this that I was like, oh no, I messed this up, or this, or that. It's like, nope, you're supposed to do that. Like you're right, exactly where I wanted you to be. And you're like, oh, thanks. Like, I appreciate the reassurance. You know, I don't know if you ever get those.
Yeah, I'll get them similar. Mum's a big one. She's always dream, not just about me, like my other siblings as well. But yeah, bad or good, anything that's gonna happen or what's like with me, bad or good, my mum will dream it. I feel like I'm similar there, but I feel like I do know what's right. The alcohol drowns. Because I can't sleep at night, and I feel like that's why I tend to just fall back onto the alcohol. And have I tried praying? Yes, and I'm not doubting God's work and stuff, but I just want to sleep and not have my mind just tick. And so I feel like that also has an effect on how I dream. And then when it's vivid, I'm like, that seems a bit distorted. I give it up to God. I was like, can you, I know I'm not the most perfect person or most perfect follower in the world, but that dream actually had an impact on me. Like, I feel like it's been distorted by obviously specific things because I've allowed certain doors to be left open and stuff. So
you've allowed what, sorry?
I've allowed certain spiritual doors to still be open. So sometimes I forget what type of, I don't know if you, but yeah, sometimes I forget what type of spiritual doors I open, whether it's just what I speak or how I act or what I choose to do as far as like behaviors and stuff. But sometimes I do know, and for some reason, man, obviously the flesh, all that type of stuff. But yeah, man.
Yeah, an interesting one with that is when you're saying you have that two things there. So it's the when you do say like, oh, I'm not the perfect follower of Christ, and that it's we talked about it one of the first times we were sitting over there. It's in our
not the most perfect person.
In our imperfections, God's perfection is made whole. Like in our weaknesses, His strength is made whole. So I think it's actually like, in a way, you are perfect, a perfect follower, because the fact that you are following and you are doing that. He purposely gives us all those imperfections, and to even, it's like the painting, like sometimes we can look at it this close, but then we take a few steps, it's like, who gave us the imperfections? Why do we have them? It's because part of the joy of life is to overcome those things with God and lay that foundation. So in a way, it's like those imperfections are perfect because they bring us closer to God. But we think they're taking us further from God because we're like, oh, I'm imperfect, you know?
It's funny because I know, obviously, knowledge is different to wisdom. I know, but because of that, just that sense of feeling unworthy of God's grace and stuff. But He's already promised us that stuff too. So the devil is a liar. He likes to play, mind tricks on you. But it's good. It's good to have, especially someone like you, yourself, and other people that I always talk to too, just to kind of remind me of that too. So that's, I feel like we've touched base on the importance. Did we touch base on the importance of fellowshipping?
Yeah, I don't think on here though.
Yeah. But yeah, 100% because iron sharpens iron, type of mentality. But yeah, no. Sometimes we do know. So I think it just takes like a little reminder from someone, or to hear it from a different perspective. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. That's the beauty of having different people, different teachers. We've talked about that as well. Is a lot of our value is just in like. It's like we are different tools to be able to sharpen each other's iron. We're just like in different states that can help sharpen each other in different ways. Yeah, that might not be the most profound way of putting that.
Yeah, it makes sense though. I get where you're trying to go.
Yeah, bro. And the other thing that I did want to say was that when you tend to go into alcohol, like having the alcohol, often it's not just like, oh, I can't sleep, done. There, straight into it. There's a pattern of stuff that leads into that there. So being able to catch the pattern earlier and break it, disrupt it at some stage
at the start
is really important. Something you can do is kind of like, because the most obvious point is the point where you're like, I'm going to have a drink now. And we find that we just start, because that's us being reactive, so we just start, a small thing that can help us is like, not saying, okay, I can't have it, because that makes you more likely to have it, I find, is taking like 3 breaths, asking why you want it, and even if you can, get that opportunity to do like a 30-second prayer to God. And even if you do go ahead and do it, perfectly fine, but you've done something to slightly disrupt the pattern, and then more often than not, you'll actually find a way to be able to sit in that feeling. Because a lot of the time it's like we'll have the alcohol, we'll scroll or something, because we don't think we can deal with it. Like, oh, this is too much, like I can't sleep. And that's often, there's a build-up of something earlier that leads to that, but I find that's a good place to start, and then you'll start to catch it later. What happened, like maybe in the first half of the day, and often like we don't take a second to sit, we won't even take 30 seconds to sit and process it and be like, okay, God, I'll surrender this to you again. We'll just go into the next thing and the next thing. We're just like, because we're so used to, especially like you said with the supervising job, we're so used to taking action. I'll jump in and just do it. That it leads to another action, and then next thing you know, you're just reacting to things, and then it leads up to that. And because it might seem like, oh, of course, easy choice, like I just don't have the alcohol if I want to go to sleep. It's actually, you've got the weight of the last 12 hours, the last 24 hours on that. It's not just a 1-minute decision. It is literally the whole emotional weight of a day leading up to that, or even a week if you haven't taken time to do that. So recognizing that and being like, a lot of the time people are like, why can't I shake this? And like, why do I keep doing this? It's because there's a big pattern. Like we don't zoom, we look at it from this close, and we're like, this one decision, right? But it's one decision that's like, it's got the weight of all these other decisions on top of it. The cool thing is we don't have to deal with every single decision that happened throughout the days. Like you can catch that at any moment and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. And even that is something to give yourself a pat on the back for, like, wow, I disrupted the pattern. So even if you do go and drink some, I disrupted the pattern. And by doing that, you give yourself grace, and it's like, what do you want to focus on? And we focus on the positive momentum, like, wow, I did a great job at, even for you, I feel like that would be a bit of a mission for you, like, at the end of each day being like, what did I do well today? And just focusing on doing that. Because even when I start to do it, sometimes I'm like, oh, but I didn't do this. I'm like, oh, that's not what I'm focusing on right now. I'm focusing on what I did well. I'm
such a hard person on myself. Even when I put out stuff, and I feel like that's probably one of the most reasons why I procrastinate when I create stuff. It's like, I don't like it. So if I don't like it, the client's not gonna like it. Type of mentality. So I'm very hard on myself. I've been, well, I don't really want to blame anyone, but my dad was also hard on me too, because he cared, right? That was just his way of showing love, like tough love type of stuff, within his imperfections, right? So, I've just been so very critiqueful with how I do stuff. So I feel like it's almost bad because it almost makes you like a perfectionist, which you know it's not a good thing to be. Well, I'm not a perfectionist, but it just forces you to be that in that mindset type of. I get what you're saying. It's like you said, it's because you care. Well, 100%.
Yeah, so even with that, I think, well, something that will be good for you, if you're cool with the recommendation, is So start looking for the things that you do well. Even talking through like, what have you done well so far today? What have you done so well so far in this conversation? Even stuff that you might look at badly, for example, with like, oh, I don't have the finances right now to be able to do this. Even like, okay, what have you done well? Communicated that that's the case, but still made the commitment, I'm gonna figure this out. Those are two things that you've done really well, and keep building. Like, a lot of the time you're not gonna be used to it. It's a conscious effort at first, but it's perception. So if you were to look, I don't know if you've ever done this, but if you sneak out of the house or something, or you do something you're not supposed to, every car that looks like your parents' car, you notice it. You're like, oh, that's them. And normally you don't notice it at all, but it's the perception, because you're looking for, if your parents have a yellow car, you're looking for the yellow car.
So yellow car, red car theory?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
I believe so, but...
Yeah, it's almost similar thing. So if you're trying to say if you shift your mind to focus on a specific thing, you're gonna see it. Every time. So I think correct me if I'm wrong, what you're trying to say is the more times I focus on the negative, the more likely I'm gonna see everything in the negative. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. That is what I was saying.
Yeah.
With the analogy of the red car, yellow car.
Yeah.
Yellow.
I don't know what it is. Sorry. So someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And they probably turn around. No, you're both wrong. It's a blue car theory.
Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, it's like, if we relate it back to the Bible, seek and you shall find, or ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
Denotes to that everything. So what you seek is what you end up finding. So being able to look at, what am I doing well? Build up off of that. You'll start to see more of that. It might be a conscious effort at first, or even every day, just listing out 3 things that you're doing well, or taking every opportunity that you can throughout the day to think about what's one thing I've done well. And I've been doing this lately. It's like, you take a few breaths, like 3 breaths I find is really easy, 3 intentional breaths with your eyes closed. And then what's one thing I can forgive myself for? And then what's one thing I'm doing well? Because that builds. Like, you normally do more than one, but even if you don't, one's great. Like, that's a really good start. So being able to do that, even with your edits, when you think, oh, I could have done this, what have you done well within that as well? And I get why a lot of the time, like, the mechanism of it is we're afraid of doing that because we're afraid of becoming complacent. If I give myself a pat on the back, am I just going to get soft? Am I going to get lazy? That kind of thing. I feel that's a story, especially as guys, a lot of us have. But it's that fear itself, like we talked about the resistance. When you put that much resistance onto it, that has to push back. And then that's why you become complacent. You're like, why did this happen? I was trying so hard to avoid it.
Yes, 100%.
It's because you were trying so hard to avoid it that it was like, here I am.
And just let it flow naturally.
Yeah. So being able to drop resistance is big. It's weird because you can, of course, live life going through with a lot of resistance. But it doesn't have to be that way. It can be very fluid. You can flow with life a lot more than people realize. So, yeah, bro. It's good. That's sick. I love these.
Thank you, man. That's why I was like, no, I'm going there, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
If I have to walk here, I'll walk here.
That's it, man.
But yeah, man, I feel like God's opening doors.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a next step into the next level.
Yeah.
Excited, more scared though. Yeah. But I'm very excited.
Yeah, for sure, man. And even like I'll pop to the bathroom and change real quick.
Yeah, that's right.
But one thing before that, always, bro, always. Pretty soon I'll have my little sling bag that's got the turtle thing on it as well.
Because he has the pants to match too.
I do. They're in the car. But that's all right. Because I'm like, different shorts. Though. Maybe I need some Goku shorts as well. The thing is, I've never actually seen Dragon Ball Z. Like, real? My friend, my brother in Christ back there, he calls me a fake fan because I got the whole get up. I've read Dragon Ball, like the Dragon Ball when he's a kid. And I've seen some of Dragon Ball Z, so I understand some of it, but I've never like watched the full arcs or anything like that. Yeah, so I'm a fake fan. I just think it looks cool.
I used to watch it.
I love the story.
The only time I watched it consistently before school. I don't know if everyone is probably too old for him. Cheese TV back in the day.
Yeah,
Cheese
I was on the
TV.
back end of that.
Yeah, I think you were on like Toaster TV.
Yeah.
Toaster TV. Whoa, I'm old.
Really, what? 5 years older than me, I think.
Oh, true, it's not
You're
that.
32 this year?
32 this year.
32. Yeah, I'm 27 this year. So.
Oh, that's
When do you turn 32, by the way?
August.
August. Oh, cool. Yeah. Cool,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
I'm May. So.
I'm like to think that I'm a young 32, but
Oh, I think so, man. I honestly thought maybe you'd be like, also probably because of the fact that you're an islander. I'm like, sometimes you like can look like that, and they're like, oh, I'm 15.
yeah, it's up or down. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I thought we could be around the same age, and we sort of are. Like,
Yeah.
5 years isn't that big an age gap.
I mean, maturity is probably my age, but maturity, I've always been, I can blame it because I'm the youngest. I've got the youngest sibling syndrome, so
I think you're quite mature.
thanks.
Yeah, it's not the biggest age gap. I forgot what I was talking about.
Same, I've Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
So I'm going to get changed. Something that I think is really good is to not let things build up too much. So whilst I go change, if you haven't already, have a think about how much we can put towards it this week instead of trying to do it like all at once. Because that's even why earlier this week I was like, how much can you put towards now that would stretch you a little bit but won't like alarm bells going off, panic state. So however much it is, have a suss out like what you're like, yep, confidently can do that without it completely dysregulating you. We'll do some work throughout today of like regulating that feeling as well. So like push yourself a little bit and then just know that, because then it's like, it's a good thing to be like, okay, I'm not constantly having to go like, oh, it's 2.5K left. It's like, okay, it's a little less, and then be like, okay, I've done well to put something towards that, because that momentum will build in the forms of other opportunities, in the forms of like, even being able to chip away, like we talked about the floor last time and that. I think that'll be really good. Have a think, I'll do that. I might leave it on if you want to talk it through with them. Let the people know, but I'll have a quick change of everything because my clothes are a bit wet.
All good.
I'll be back. Give the people what they want.
Nice. It's still on? Alright guys, so in my spirit I will want to give it. It won't put me in a situation where my back's up against the wall, but yeah, just contribution. Also in a sense too, it gives you accountability. You know, you're putting so much, you're investing in obviously the future potential of being yourself, which then forces you to act upon, if that makes sense. If that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, man. And it also holds you accountable. You know, rather than just, I mean, I get if you're a millionaire, you know, that amount won't probably scratch the surface of your bank account. But yeah, man. Bills, all of that stuff, I know that's going to be covered. But I do have the right amount, I feel like in my spirit to give. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Got the camera. Got to get some reps in. And yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out from there. Yeah, still scared. Doesn't take the fact that I'm scared. I feel like God providing me with opportunities left, right and center will obviously it doesn't make sense to me, but I know it's the right thing to do, if that makes sense. So nothing will ever make sense, especially if it's new, especially if it's outside of your comfort zone, especially when it's outside of your comfort zone. So I feel like everyone's always going to be will naturally probably just gravitate towards going into your safe shell, or in a bubble where you're just more safe or you feel more secure. So Right now, it's well, not hitting hope. It's hitting hope in a sense where God's already went ahead and provided all these things for us. So I feel like I've got to constantly tell myself that too. That He will definitely provide for me. So also changing the language that comes out of my mouth. So things like I can't do this because I can't do this because God is the only way. He's the only one that can do it. I can't do it by myself. We like to think it's us, but it's not us. So yeah, I've got it. I've got the amount.
All right.
That I'm going to send you.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Did you want to tell me or just like surprise me?
It's 500.
Easy, bro. That's awesome, man. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's what I felt like it was in my spirit to do. I know it's a little bit thing, but yeah, I know it's better than like the two. Constantly think about the two thingy, yeah.
So you think about it now. Once you've done that, it's not 2.5K left anymore. It's 2K.
Yeah.
And even that's a fifth of it. That's 20%. You know. Think about if I took 20% of your coffee away.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, what the?
No, I don't mind. I like sharing anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, even like that, being able to chunk it in, it's huge. Like 20% of 5 is 1. And we had 5 things on the table, took 1 away.
Yeah.
That's like only 4 things left, right?
It's funny because it wasn't. I didn't have to think about it. It just came straight. And I'm like, all right, sweet.
That's the way, bro.
Yeah, man. You were here. Oh, there you are. I was like, no, I've sent to you last week.
Oh yeah. It's good.
There we go, gang. I'm gonna screenshot it.
Ka-chow. Write down all his details.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, write down all my details so you can help me.
Yeah.
Please.
Transfer. That's it, bro. Well, an interesting thing about that as well is when people give really generously, like for example with like making tutorials and stuff on YouTube, there are always that percentage of people that want to just like, oh hey, I just want to pay for this. Like I saw someone, he made a free thing on DaVinci Resolve for auto captions, and he was like,
yeah, I've seen that.
It's free. And then one of the top comments was some guy like, look, I have no intention of using this, but I still paid for it because like I just want you to be able to keep doing what you're doing so other guys can get this stuff. Yeah. So it was like, dude, he might have even donated like $500 or something like that.
Yeah.
For it. And I'm like, just people just want. There are always people out there like that.
Yeah.
Just constantly doing our thing, put it out there.
No, it is 100%.
Yeah, I'm going to change the brightness on this. Let go. I'll put it on the 1X.
It's good.
We are still going.
Because I feel like
You're going to fill up your something?
oh no, I'm right. I feel like I've been eating too much takeaway, so it's time to go back to what I actually love eating. Yeah. Which is real food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you? What tends to be the pattern there for you going and having the takeaway?
Just laziness, slothfulness. Mm-hmm. Because I usually prep my meals and stuff. Well, not prep, but I usually buy and have them pre-ready, and then I put them all together. If that makes sense. I feel like because there's no specific goal there for me, like I was on a 75-day hard. And I was talking to these guys here, like, yes, I am paying this amount of money, but because it also gives me a sense of accountability as well, which then puts you, because you're investing in the future self, right? Yeah. So I feel like it's people, some other people will be like, oh, that's too much money just to be investing in that type of stuff, but it holds you accountable because people don't like change. I don't like change, if I'm being honest.
Neither do I.
No one likes changing, if they're being honest. But it puts you in a position where, all right, sweet, I'm paying this amount of money, and it's good because accountability is probably what I also need as well. What everyone needs too, a sense of accountability. And it's not to talk bad on other people. I just feel like when I'm around specific people, for some reason they let certain things slide. And yes, I do know what's right, I do know what's wrong, but sharpening tools and whatnot, But yeah, just that accountability. So going back to the, why do I go back to fast foods and stuff? It's because I don't have, I know what's good. I know we should be taking care of our temple and stuff, which is our bodies, aka.
I was checking the lights on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's kind of faint. Oh.
Yeah, because I turned it down on the thing. Like
Yeah,
you can turn it bright or down.
Do you find it saves more battery?
I have no idea. Like I've never run the
don't know,
batteries
but-
out on these, but I just like it's a little more discreet. Yeah.
But yeah, it's because I know. Yeah, it's just giving into just the bad habits and stuff. I know both sides of if I was to eat clean and healthier. I know how my body performs and stuff very well. Clarity, mental clarity is there, everything. But yeah, as opposed to eating junk food and stuff, I feel good at the time while I'm indulging in you know, just fatty quarter pounder or whatever, KFC, you know, something juicy. So
Let's go eat.
right, stuff the gym. Let's gonna go eat. But yeah, just investing in yourself, I guess.
Yeah, man.
If I could wheel it back in my early 20s, if someone told me to invest in myself, I feel like I wasn't maturely ready for it yet. 'Cause
Yeah.
my vision, right? I was up like this up against the picture, but as I grew, obviously, into my early 30s now, I'm stepping a little bit back from the picture. So some people are quicker than others. I can't say I'm the quickest person on the planet, but we're getting there.
You're also exactly where you're supposed to be. So the speed is perfect. Godspeed.
Oh, see, this is why you need reminders. This is why you need to be conscious of the company you keep. Because they can make or break. Obviously, like we were talking about this before, you hang around 5 million years, you become the 7th. No, I'm joking. 6th.
That's it, man. Sick. All right.
What are we doing?
I was going to ask you the same thing, actually.
actually.
I hadn't really sussed out, because I haven't trained in a couple of days, I think.
Yeah. I know I did
did our
legs
session Monday.
on that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yesterday I did a heavy bench, 160.
Okay.
Or not heavy bench, but somewhat heavy. Just for one, and then I backed off to like 140, and then I did some shoulders and some back. I don't know. Up to you, whatever you want to do.
Oh, you did shoulders and back yesterday as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did chest, shoulders, and back. But if you want to hit chest, shoulders, and back again today, I'm keen.
Oh, okay. Chest, shoulders, and back. Well, you did. Legs was a bit of a heavier session you did a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I
so
did
that'll be
a
off the
heavier
table.
session. I was like,
Oh, what a
if you want
shame.
to, we're gonna do legs. Oh, what a shame. Side-eye.
That's cool with me, bro. Yeah, we can do a bit of upper body.
Yeah,
It'll be
nice,
sick, so,
nice.
A bit of push and pull.
I reckon it'll be good to pump the blood around, get the recovery process flowing again.
Yeah, sick, man. Sick. Keep it cruisy. So, we can start with you. Well, you started with chest primarily yesterday, hey?
Yep.
So we'll start with some back stuff primarily
Nice.
today then. And then we'll go into some chest stuff after.
I feel like when I come to EMF, I'm like, no, Kaey-Lib's got the program ready. For some reason, it's automatically, because I'm over at that gym, so I'm like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
no,
that's
this is a
it.
good time. Like, when I go to fitness cartel at this time, it's packed for some reason. You have your late starters, you have your just dropped off the kids starters. But yeah, are we doing this?
Well, I was actually thinking we could start with some biceps first, maybe.
Actually, we'll do some biceps.
The classic starter.
We'll do some biceps. I
We'll
need
do
some,
this little machine again.
because that humbled me.
Yeah?
That humbled me.
I better zoom in tight so we don't get that lady right there. Okay, we got that guy. That's okay. I'll tell you what, I'll just put it right on top of us again. Like how I did last time.
Well, sorry, we punch in a lot, so everyone's out of the picture. Yeah. We just zoom in. Because I like when people look at my nose. No, I'm joking. No, but yeah, we punch in a lot. So, but just let us know if you anytime if you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I just don't want to be on it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we punch right in. We punch right in. So,
It's just here right now. I'm just going to zoom in all the way on his face.
yeah.
Put you in their photos.
Oh, and you don't want to be in there. 100%. Well, I understand that too. Like, so for example, I'll show you how I like to punch in.
good camera.
Yeah, and see how it's blurry at the background?
Yeah.
But I always try to be mindful not to get other people in it too. But yeah, nah. I like to punch.
This is good. We've just got, boom, EMF. We're just
Nice.
branding for them. It's good. I just realized, is this going to hit it? No, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, we can probably get away with tilting it up a little bit.
I've just been mindful of the dude in the back.
Yeah,
That was my only thing.
We got his thing. We won't get his head. We won't get his head.
Chop it off.
Yeah. Execution style.
That's it. It's good though.
And I think when you sit, you block him. Yeah, you blocked him.
Because when I have it on the floor, it's just gonna get other people in it. So this is like doing what Alex said was okay. Because I chatted to him the other day. Oh, gonna come up a tiny bit.
Nice, nice.
How befitting we're talking
just
about
got your
taking the head
eyes.
off in this
I'm
song
at your
is the
eyes.
guillotine
It's just
song.
It's just got your arms.
Oh yeah.
As
That's
per
what's up.
usual.
Yeah.
Getting our reps in.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Woo.
Get it poppin'.
Why am I doing so many reps? What's going on here?
How many reps are you doing?
I don't know. I was just going, and I was like, oh, I'm getting some blood flowing, and I was like, hang on, doing like a bajillion reps here. Yeah, it was good. I actually haven't trained since we trained together on Monday.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, I've been in the gym, like I've just done like cardio and sauna stuff, but
Yeah.
by way of the weights, yeah, I haven't done any since
So
Monday.
you're real fresh.
real fresh.
Fresh out
yeah.
the box.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at how fresh I am, to be honest with you. This way slightly. How tight can we go? Real tight. Yeah.
Ooh.
Give the
10's
people
a sweet spot. 10's a sweet
Yeah?
spot.
It's good, man. Reckon we can go up and wait a little bit.
Yeah. What do you want? 25s. I know you're
Yes,
gonna.
sir. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. T-Pain doing the Muay Thai noises.
See a hot pink blur.
Ah, that's all right. Adds to the contrast. Adds variety in the shot.
That's it. Dug the face right down in there. I do one rep with the 10 because I've done a few reps with the 15 before.
Nice, nice. So you want?
So I'll do just doing a full-on bicep warm-up. Thank you, thank you. A little primer.
3, 2, yeah.
One rep.
One rep.
Yeah. I'll give it a couple of minutes rest and then get into it. Even though it's biceps.
Some
Oh,
yellow.
you gonna? What did you want to use?
No,
do you want
we'll
the
do what
10?
we'll do what you want to do.
Okay.
Because I want to get some shots in, and then I'll.
Oh, okay. I mean, what I want to do right now is rest for a few minutes.
Oh, we can talk. We can talk.
yeah. I'll jump here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
I was
you can
gonna
see
say.
something.
No one's right behind you,
Oh, sick.
so I
Then
can
we
kind of
come up a
punch
little bit.
upwards.
Oh,
Yeah, nice. No one's in the shot.
hello everyone.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's good. It's good times, bro. It's good times.
Why does your camera have such good quality? What phone? What number?
14 Pro Max.
That's why. I've got the 12 Pro Max.
It's good, man. Yeah, apparently the 16, I've seen some stuff from the 16 Pro Max and it looks pretty good as well.
Yeah, I've seen. I was like, oh, is it camera? Yes or no? You can take some very good cinematography like stuff on there. But compared to what a camera can do, 100%. But
It's a good everyday.
yeah, it's still pretty good.
yeah.
Like, would I recommend going back to a phone? Because there's this girl on on the internet. She does weddings and stuff on phone. So she's purely based just phonography. That's her thing. She's made it in everyone's vocabulary now. Phonography.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she does some great shots too. Minimal setup, gets the little phone gimbal. Goes like that to everyone's, and you can get your shots effective too, rather than me carrying Sorry, there was a guy behind you.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, if you think about people's phones, and that like people are more used to having a phone in their face nowadays than they are a camera. That's still a little foreign for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Even I was doing some content with my wife. We were just out and about walking at UQ.
Yeah.
And whenever I'd pull the camera out and do it, she'd kind of like freeze up, like oh. But it was just a phone. She'd be like oh blah blah blah. She's so used to that. But yeah, it's like the everyday camera kind of thing.
Nice.
It to the point where we saw this thing the other day where a guy I know from back then, I guess a friend, a brother.
Yeah.
You know, he had a little. His sister gave birth, so it was his niece, and she filmed just like a little meeting them for the first time, and you see the family come into the room. The first two, the mom, the dad, and that just come in normally, and then he comes in like this with the phone, and because he does content as well, and you just see the video. He's just like shoving the camera in the phone in the baby's face. He's like, and he does it for so long. It's like 30 seconds. It's like not a quick like that, and then put the phone away. It's just. Loving it, you're like, bro, what is this? But that's cool. I mean, to each their own. I know there are things that I'm like that with, but it's just like, it's so normal for the phone. I was like, bro, you're shoving that camera all up in that baby's face for a while.
And then they wake up, and then they wake up, they grow up being iPad babies.
Yeah.
My nieces are like that, and my nephews. Oh, well, he's graduated to PS5 now, so oh my God. They love the game Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
They love the game Fortnite. I'm more of a R6 person, but anyways.
Oh, Rainbow Six?
Yeah.
My brother plays that.
Yeah, I'm more of a...
Not as much now, I don't think, but he used to froth it when he was gaming and that more. I think he's too busy nowadays.
Yeah, I haven't touched it in like 2 weeks now. So.
I was going to say it's been a couple of years with him.
I'll play it here and there. I feel like it's a good balance between editing. When I take my mind off, and I find when I game and stuff, creative stuff comes to my mind. I'm like, and then I don't even finish the game. I'll quit. I'll turn it off straight away, and then
Well, that's the thing. A lot of your best stuff comes from when you're not doing just that thing itself. You know, I just realized we can do some tricep stuff as well, but we'll do some straight sets here, a couple straight sets there, then get into some like back and chest stuff, I reckon.
Nice.
Yeah. That's it. Like, it's like when you're not focusing so hard on one thing, and be like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because again, it's that intense resistance, effort into it that makes it like harder to focus. Anyway, let's do this. Hopefully that's punched in enough. Yeah, it's coming past now. So, alright, let's do it. Ready to go? Mr. T-Power setting up shop with the camera over there. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright. Film crew in here is us.
The way you talk that makes me wanna eat elephants. Got brains.
Okay. That's that one. 4 reps on that one. Alright. It's alright, not bad. Alright, you're up, bro.
I'll probably just go 25s.
Yeah. Might use the 10 up.
If I can do 25s. I remember last time I struggled on 25s, didn't I?
You did a decent amount. You did like 8 or something. What? Oh, sorry. Did you want me to grab something? I just saw you pointing down. Oh, no.
Oh, did I?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe
Maybe not.
I'm pointing at the handlebars.
Pointing at the handles.
No, I don't.
Just straight up face shot, bro. There you go, handles, arms. That's it. Oh! So I've just got that dude in the background. Nice. Yeah, bro. Nice.
Ooh-wee.
It's good. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. That's a good amount, man. That was good.
10.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes, bro.
Let me know.
I think that's one of the best ways to come at stuff from as well, is just asking God. Even with like when you were doing the 500, being able to regulate that, put that in like that decision to His hands. It's a skill to build, and a lot of it is being able to sift through all the noise that could be surrounding that.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, it's good. Yes, good. How's your week been? We don't normally ask that kind of stuff to each other. We normally just go deep straight away. Hey,
If I can, like I was saying before, I think it was more of a mental battle. I feel like also thinking about investing here as well, which is, it's not like obviously I would express it before, 100% all in. That too, I think thinking of if my wedding shots are correct as well, like if it's good enough, because I obviously want to pick up more weddings and stuff in the future. That's where the money is, FYI. Future videographers and cinematographers, that's where the money is, weddings. Can I say other projects? 100%, but yeah, most likely weddings and stuff. Everyone's getting married every weekend. If it's good enough, I feel like more slightly leaning to second guessing myself, if that makes sense. But yeah, my week on the positive side, it's been very good. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Gym, my lifts have been going comfortably. I wouldn't say up because I've already hit those numbers before, but I can see a gradual progression in the right direction, if that makes sense.
Has it been like lower RPE for your stuff?
Yeah, so like for some, I'm like, oh, this is supposed to feel like an 8. Do it to 7, 6. So yeah, so that's been good. I think it's the good things are always there. I feel like we were talking about just not long ago, I'll tend to focus on the bad stuff, which is, that's why I led with I've been battling myself this week. But since talking about that over there have been some good things. So that's why I brought up my lifts being progressively progressing the way I want them to be, if that makes sense. That too, I feel like, what else has been good? I want to name 2. I named 1.
Yeah, awesome.
2.
What have you done well with the edits?
The color grading, I'm progressing with that too. I feel like I'm understanding the color page on DaVinci Resolve a little bit more better now. Probably it's still surface level or like basic or beginner level to other people, but for me, that's the most important part. It could make a crap shot look good if you know how to color grade. But yeah, I feel like those 2 things. It'll be those 2 things.
I like it, bro. I like it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's good. It's good, bro. Yeah, one thing that we just started getting into, I remembered at the end of last session, was do we call it energetics or energy levels and that kind of thing? And we mentioned it before.
Yeah, we're talking about frequencies. Frequencies of what type of songs you listen to. I don't know how much of a conspiracy theorist you are, but you know, some songs that do, I'll stand here, so We don't really get too many people. Some of the songs that do get put out, they get prayed over on the demonic realm, on the demonic side, just purely to disrupt everyone's frequencies and whatnot.
What do you mean by they get prayed over?
You know how we like to pray over our stuff?
Okay.
So they do the same thing but opposite.
Right.
So
Okay.
they'll put it in an altar and stuff,
Yeah.
and then do all of that type of stuff, and then they release it, and then you wonder why is this song number one? There's another song that's charting at number 5 that's very, very good. But yeah, I guess people, if you're into that type of stuff, but the spiritual world and all of that thing, we have the church on one side who do pray, and we have Satan's people on the other side, which they do the same thing. It's just opposite of what the Christ followers do.
Yeah, that's it. It is kind of.
I'm not a
Especially-
conspiracy theorist, by the way. But
Oh, well, I mean, I froth that stuff. I mean, you don't want to. You don't dive into it too deeply all
Yes,
the time.
same.
Because it's not great
It's
for
not.
you. It does drain a lot of your energy
Yes.
and make you quite
it
disrupts your nervous
yes,
system a lot.
100%.
But even with that, I've seen stuff where it's like a lot of. It's like not a coincidence that there's so much of it, you know. But then it also could be like the red
Yeah.
car, yellow car thing, you know.
Right, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. So being able to recognize that stuff, like, a lot of them are like that, you know,
Yeah.
and like very into that side of things. Like,
100%, man.
interesting, bro. It could just be like, when you're like, it's Halloween and like you're dressing up, and I'm like, doing this a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you be like, all right, let's have a deep dive of where that whole tradition derived from and stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like without getting too much into it, I feel like I just touch on when I like do find time to look, and I look into it. I'm like, oh yeah, kind of makes sense, but it's nothing we focus on, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing we really focus on.
Excuse me. Yeah. Not really something to be focused on overtly.
Yeah.
I find it's because it's like conspiracy. People that are deep into conspiracy theories tend to operate and live at quite a low frequency as well. That because it's a whole. It's almost like they can go too far where it's like the world is against you. Then you go too far to that sentiment where, and if that's what you're looking for, that's what you find.
100%. Focus.
Whereas if you look at, even if you were to look at it factually, it's more like the world is out to have you succeed as much as possible. Even in business, people tend to go, oh, the world's like, oh, the algorithm doesn't want me to do well. It's like,
everyone's against me. I feel like the whole world's against me. Yeah.
It's like, the world wants you to do well. We've talked about the abundance of nature, how it's, you have to kind of stop it. You have to consciously choose to stop it, and that's what we choose to do a lot of the time with like even good relationships, love, money being able to flow in. We choose to stop a lot of that stuff when there's more of it than we can have in our lives. It's not a scarce thing. But with even with thinking the world's against you, like the algorithm and that kind of thing. And so, well, there are actually, you think about it, there are thousands of people employed by all of these platforms, maybe more than thousands, like tens of thousands, across all of them, to actually have your content do well. Like they're working the same way that we do, like at the job, or like at our videography, at our craft. They're working so that your stuff can do well. So it's like, man, you kind of got everything stacked up for you, not against you, you know?
That's all, like some of my videos are hit and miss too, and it all comes down to relatability. When you're a consumer, like let's just say, for example, let's just quickly shift over to the social media space for a little bit. I feel like if you're relatable, like that's one thing when they're like, oh, how did you get your content to get that many views? I was like, it was just relatability. You find your audience. How can you relate to your audience? And then, but you also make your stuff why they followed you to begin with, which is your personality, all of that stuff. Don't stray away from that content, and then come back to your relatability post. Or you can do what's trending as well. All of these things I've learned from one of the biggest content creators. Shout out Havel, who's TikTok Comedian of the Year. But yeah, so Melis's cousin she's related to that. Remember that big dude with the kids and stuff. So
I think so. I've probably seen.
Yeah, it's a big islander dude that always makes funny videos and stuff with his kids. I picked his brains when we applied it to our content. That's why on TikTok we've
Oh, you
got
actually talked to him?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So we talked to him. I've met up with him more than once. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
And I picked his brain on that. So I was like, how can we make our content better, or what can he do? So that's what he suggested. We've actually implemented it, and it actually works. TikTok. My nephew does street interviews and stuff. 3.2 million. So that's. We just asked trending questions, right? So we picked, not stole, but we adopted other people's questions, but we just we made it relatable up to the point where how can we cater to Pacific Islanders? Because at the festivals and stuff that we're doing, it was an islander. It was like a Polynesian festival or Polynesian function and stuff. So we took it from another concept. We just made it more personalized, if that made sense. So we did that. We did what's trending, like your typical TikTok dance. You do that too, but you also come back to what your main content is. So that's why he goes. That's why my videos get pushed. So he posts like 3 times a day, and bang, straight away, first 5 minutes, 500 likes already. And it's not to say, we base our stuff off of likes and stuff, but you can see the success rate. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's good to be able to do that, and like you said, you guys put your own spin on it. So even with trends, I think that's a really important thing a lot of people miss, is like, if you're just constantly emulating others, it's got an energy behind it where people just want to go to the original.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's nice, but I gravitate more towards the originator of these things.
Yes.
So if you can be the originator by taking an idea and adding your own unique spin, you become the originator of that specific form of that idea, and then that channels people to you more so. So there's even energetics or frequencies
in content. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you talked about that. Music is content as well.
Music, man.
Yeah, bro. I better do this set.
Yes,
But yes.
But yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, I just crushed my mic. Absolutely.
That angle.
Let's go.
Have you ever heard of Let's Grow?
Let's what?
Let's Grow?
Let's grow.
Let's grow.
Let's go.
Nice. I want to try that.
Yeah, bro. I reckon you can
I'll
do
probably give you a solid 3.
I reckon you can do more than 3, bro. You got it, bro. Yeah. Nice, bro. Oh, it's good, bro. It's the good stuff right there.
What are we still doing more biceps?
I reckon we'll just continue with more. I reckon we might just do more pull focus today.
Nice.
Would be good. Yeah, would be good. That is good. Alright. I think we shall go on to...
Oh, sorry. I don't even know where we're going.
Oh, that's okay. I reckon we can do this. Do we lead with this one last time or the... Should we lead with this or the high row last time?
We led with that.
Yeah, do the high row first this time. Bit of variation. Bit of fun in the sun. I should have grabbed my.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
bro. No. You're right. I mean, like,
Sorry,
for
I'm
you,
used to
like,
that. I'm that person in the gym where the
you're
tripod
all
gets busted or something. It's already like second nature grabbing the tripod.
Yeah, that's it. You're all gravy. I'm like, oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I reckon if we punch in here,
Wow, that's already
it'll be good.
plastered up. Was that like that?
Yeah, it was like that last time with a little bit of
I
tape
didn't
on it.
notice.
Yeah.
This is also another humbling machine.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, what are we feeling? 20s on.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Just for a little primer. I reckon it'll be good to, what do you call it? Maybe we can do some. I was like, maybe I should get my straps. Just because of the grip for this one.
Yeah,
I'll just grab my straps out of
Yeah, the material on it's not
Yeah.
the greatest, but anyways,
So?
the material on it's not the greatest, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Thought someone had some skipping ropes. I could either. Well, we got the Gambaru straps. You know Eugene's here?
oh, nice. I like those. Those are leather straps.
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, you know Eugene's here?
Not really.
No? Okay, he's a more of a like a coach online as well. Quite
Oh,
like
wait.
that
Is
short
he,
Asian dude with the long hair.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah,
Actually, I know who he is.
That's it. This is his brand of stuff.
Yeah, right. That guy's got. Oh, he's. Can I say man crush? But not man glazing.
Yeah.
Stop glazing, bro. But yeah, his body is impeccable for his age. Because I think he's pushing 40s, isn't he?
Is he?
Oh, he's like at
thought he was
least
just
mid
30-something.
30s, late 30s.
Oh, maybe. Actually, yeah, I haven't checked his age for a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he could be my brother. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's my brother's age, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I know he just had a kid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I don't know how old he actually is. Yeah, we got some straps on for this. Oh, that feels much nicer. I think I'm a little bit too. Oh no, this is alright. It's a good height actually. Well, maybe I need to be up a tiny bit. I'm just gonna come up one. Let's try it again. I don't need to do the straps all the way for this one. Yeah, but these are pretty decent by way of their grip and that. Yeah, that's a bit nicer. Yeah, maybe down one tiny bit. All right.
How much did you do?
I just did like 5 reps on
Nice.
that one. Did you want to use the straps as well?
I'll try. I'm pretty sure I'm all good with the when the 20s are on.
Oh
I think
yeah,
when it gets
I was
heavier.
doing it as it was like just to
Yeah.
get used to it as it's getting heavier.
Right. My coach always likes to say, train how you'd perform on the platform. So, because I used to be like, oh, that's light. He goes, just wear it. So, yeah. So being intentional with your every lift, every
Yeah,
set.
I mean that's why I did it with the strap. It was like, if we're gonna use the straps, I'll warm up with the straps as well. Prime with the straps. I reckon we can get a better angle than this. just have to bring it closer. Just punching in.
Hi, Mom.
Right. Just thinking, where would we put this to get everything in there, but not be too...
Probably behind.
oh, yeah.
No one's in front of us.
That's a good point.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good.
It's just a videography
See
tip.
a bit of the turtle shell.
Every time I look at a certain spot, so if I'm looking over there, I'll imagine myself already being there, and I'm like, ah. And so if you see me pointing, I'm like,
You're
I
actually
wonder
over
how
there.
that direction would look.
Yeah. That's it. Alright. Oh. This isn't so bad. Oh, thanks, man.
good.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll see how this feels, and then we'll add whatever on from here. Feeling a little bit not the strongest today. You know
That's all right.
something?
Why is that?
I think it's the story that I'm telling myself, but I've actually had a little bit less sleep over the last few days.
Yeah.
I think I've been getting up a little, like my sleep, normally my ideal time to go to sleep is around midnight to 2 a.m. or 1 to 2 a.m. But it's kind of been slipping to like 3 to 4 a.m. But I'll still naturally get up around 10, 11 a.m. So it's a little bit each day, but I think it's been accumulating.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, okay.
It's catching up.
Yeah, and even last night I forgot, and so I went till, because obviously I woke up at 9 today to get some stuff done, but then I was up till 2 instead of like 1.
Yeah, I noticed your message, and I was like, I was already like halfway there.
Yeah.
I'll wake up and I'll confirm that I'm coming to.
Yeah, fair. Oh, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just exactly. And even this morning, I was.
So,
had
no,
some
you
stuff
keep
playing,
talking. I just
yeah.
want to get you
Yeah, all right.
putting your straps on.
Let me do it again.
No, you're right. Nice.
Look at that. The movement.
Yeah, it's all in the knees.
That's it, yeah. That's it, bro. Alright, I'll do a
Let's go.
quick couple reps of this. Yeah. That feels pretty good. Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm going to chuck another 20 on there. That should be all right, man. Yeah, man. Let's go.
I think I should be all right if I'm correct. But if not, I'll probably yell out.
I'll allow it.
It feels less awkward than the first time.
Yeah, guess that's us getting used to it, bro.
Reps in reserve.
Yeah?
Is that you? RIR?
RIR?
Yeah, I noticed that, and I keep forgetting that.
Notice what? What did you notice?
Like reps in reserve, like you always one, so then on, and you always. Am I correct? Or
As in like when I'm warming up? or
yeah,
just
yeah,
doing
when you're
my
warming
sets?
up and stuff, you like to conserve more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's more like my warm-up style is like, we're already warm from doing some of the stuff and moving around. It's more priming the exact neural pathway.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like the pyramid style sets where you go more reps with like the lighter weight.
Yeah.
Just to get a little bit of the groove, and then as you go heavier, you do less because it's like you don't need to accumulate as much fatigue before actually going into it. Yeah. That's just what I do with my primers
had
and
a
that.
cool shot idea.
My
These
warm-up stuff.
are actually gonna move. I'm just trying to make it move, and then
Yeah, man.
when I go slow mo,
Make them jangle. I'll just rock the whole machine.
I'll make this one move. I'll zoom
You
in.
guys can see him doing his thing. Look at Mr. T-Pow. Hey.
Almost took myself out.
That's it, man. That's it. That's good. I can bring this in a little bit. I think that won't hit the tripod. Let me see. Yeah, we'll see. Suss it all out. Angles, framing, lighting, aperture, shutter speed.
Funny word, angles. I used to get that word wrong in primary school when I used to spell it. So
How'd you spell it? Angels?
angels. And then when angel came around, I spelled angle. So traumatized.
It all works out.
Traumatized because I used to get teased for it. I got bullied. Nah, I'm joking.
To this day,
To this
they still
day.
call me Mr. Angle.
Kurt Angel. Are you into wrestling?
Oh, I know the name. Yeah. Well, I'm not like
Not
super
well
into
versed.
wrestling,
Yeah.
It's WWE, right?
WWE.
Yeah.
I hope we're right.
I'm into wrestling as like the martial art side of it, not so much. And even then, I'm not like super into like college wrestling or anything like that. I just like doing it.
Yeah.
But
That's all right.
WWE stuff, not so much. I just
Yeah.
never really gravitated towards it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to love it as a kid. I think I always knew it was fake. No one had to tell me it was fake. I think my brother's already. Oh, it's fake. But if you look at it, the athleticism of those big dudes, Jack, and they're still able to do backflips
man.
and all the maneuvers they do. So you got to respect them.
Yeah, bro. It's real to that degree. It's like they're really doing that
Yeah.
stuff, you know. It's just not like a real
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
you know. Although sometimes, apparently, you hear some stories about the dudes who are like trying to hurt each other and that.
Yeah, like they
war
have like
hurting each
outside beef where they bring it into the ring,
Yeah.
which is very unfortunate.
Unprofessional, unacceptable.
Yeah, he punched me, and I felt every anger of that punch, every ounce of anger in that punch.
Yeah. That's it, bro. Oh, we're not getting anything in here.
Actually, I'll say some shots for there. I haven't really got. What was the last video? Did I get this of you? Oh no, it was you on here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so the other guy, he shook his hand. He was in the Mad Dog's first video
The
at the
white
table.
male. Yeah.
The white male. Yeah,
Yeah, I've chatted to him before.
yeah.
Ice bath face stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He goes, oh, you're the guy that always does that.
I just come and dunk my face and then
Nice.
leave. I'm just like, what is that guy doing? Yeah. It's good.
If this wasn't I guess it's not a convenience. I'm going backwards. If this was on the way to work, I would have signed up at EMF. And you would have seen me here. Oh, you know what's another concept we should do? I just thought of it. I'll bring a hat and we can mic up and just have a cold plunge and have cold plunge talk. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever thought of that, but for some reason it just came to my
I
head.
did a live video yesterday, I think, whilst I was in the
Yeah,
cold plunge.
right.
And then I forgot to save it, and I closed my phone and then the Instagram, it was like gone
Yeah.
when I opened Instagram, but it wasn't like the normal screen. I was like, oh, maybe it'll come back up.
Yeah.
And it was gone. But yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be good to do. I normally dunk my whole head under, so I'd have to take the hat off and then put it back on. But yeah, I think that'd be sick.
It'd kind of be like, I don't know if you've watched Kevin Hart's one, Cold as Balls or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with 50 Cent and that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, not 50, Floyd Mayweather, he did
Floyd
one with him.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
That's a good concept. Trying to also battle that whilst trying to come up with a question or an answer. Very
Yeah.
challenging in itself too.
Good to calm the mind. I much prefer, and I was going to ask if you want to go in today, maybe towards the end of the session, because I've got till like 3 o'clock today instead.
Yeah.
Go in the sauna.
In the sauna?
I love the sauna, bro.
Yo, that's
Sauna.
good too.
It's good,
If
man.
I bought change, I would have. I only got these pair of shorts on me.
I got spare shorts. Or you can just go in your underwear or something. Make it commando at work.
I do a lot of walking. That's why I'm like, and these ones here specifically for chafing. That's why I'm like, oh, I don't want to risk that.
Let's go European style, bro.
Because I'll do a whole
Just be
lot of
naked in the sauna, bro.
Actually, you know what? I'll go with my shorts. I don't know, I've got change there.
I've got a spare pair of shorts you can use, bro. Like, so if you want to use my shorts or something, you can do that. Or get a little EMF towel and wrap it around. Those are short towels though, bro.
Oh, whoa, yeah, I was like, do they have big enough towels for me?
You gotta fold your legs up and everything whilst you're in there.
Just walking. Alright, let's go.
Only if you want, you don't have to go into
No, we can go.
Yeah, man. Amen.
Cool.
Teleported sides.
You
as
never
far
know
as I
what
can
angle
tell.
he's coming from.
Sorry?
You never know what angle.
Never know. He's everywhere. Omnipresent. For Jesus. Let's get it.
Let's go, you got this. Let's go push it. This is actually a good angle.
Sorry?
Your next set will be at this angle if we're gonna do a next set.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll do 2 sets. Oh, man, I find that when you're pushing, sometimes your ears like pop. You
It's the best feeling. I'll give it a try. I do like to pride myself in having good grip strength.
Yeah, well, actually, you did like 3 or 4 reds on this, didn't you, last time?
I don't recall, but
We'll see.
Yeah.
We might need to add another 20, a couple
yeah.
of 20s on for you.
I do pride myself in having good grip strength.
Yeah.
I feel like it really also really pays having that when my coach always used to implement 10-second holds at the end of every deadlift. And this was like probably 70 to 80% of my max. I was like, oh, this is probably why I got
For the grip?
yeah.
Nice. Go on.
Oh, that's 6. Done.
Yeah.
That was yeah, that top half of it is very humbling. It's very
Yeah.
put you in that vulnerable position.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Wait, how much back work did you do yesterday? Because I don't know
I did.
overdoing it with some of this back work today.
I just did a machine row,
Yep.
upright row, Batmobile, whatever you like to call it.
Yeah, yeah.
Batmobile. What else did I do? I did rear delts on the cable,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're not overcooking
Yeah,
it with
we're
doing
not
this stuff
overcooking
today.
And if I do, I can always take tomorrow off, anyways,
Yeah. True.
and just use that day as a strictly editing morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I'm feeling a bit of the pump here, bro. Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. We yeah. Maybe not that rear delt machine. Yeah, I was thinking of potentially
that is
either
a rear
doing
delt
like
machine.
this one, kind of like this machine here. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of a bent over row, but chest
We can try
supported.
that.
Or we could use like, because I haven't used the 70s before for like a
Dumbbell row.
before yet. But what was the back exercise you did again?
Cable, rear cable pull aparts.
Yeah, the other one, the other back exercise.
Was the ones we did over there the other day
Oh, like
with the reds.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like a single arm row.
Yeah, single arm
yeah.
row.
Okay.
That's what I can think of from
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah, cool. Because I was like, oh, don't necessarily want to double up on the same exercises if we can get a bit more benefit from doing the other stuff.
That's all right.
But then it's also like if you are resting anyway,
Yeah.
could be good. We might do maybe like one juicy set with the machine there, like maybe a 2-on-1, and then I reckon it'll be good to do like a wide grip thing as well. Because that's like I'm just thinking like different accessories for yourself and
No,
different
it's
stuff for myself as well
yourself
too.
We'll do
Because
that.
it's something I don't do.
I don't know why.
I like
too.
throw in a set of pull-ups at the end, wide grip pull-ups, but I'm normally like, I don't really do them as working sets.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll even bypass the row for today
And do some
we'll go
pull-ups.
straight to like some wide grip pull-down
Yeah,
stuff.
man. I usually do assisted pull-ups.
Oh yeah,
Because I'm not really. If they got bands, I can do normal pull-ups with the bands. But if they got assisted machine pull-up thingy, majiggy.
yeah, they've got one over there, but I was
yeah,
actually thinking like a wide grip pull-down, like because then we can just use the machine instead.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood for that because like I like it doing wide grip pull-ups, but it's a little like it's less stable.
Yeah.
And if we're not both gonna do it, then it's like less setup as well.
right.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna give it another sec. Actually, I just realised I was prepping as if I was about to do it, but I still need like I'm still a bit cooked here.
Oh, that's all right. So my intensity, I think, because my coaches put me like through. He put me through my paces in the past. I feel like I can keep up with it.
Yeah.
Plus, also being a rugby league player, it's just very demanding. But sometimes I tend to forget. I'm like, yeah, sweet. And it's almost like I unconsciously make people do their next set without.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me know if you need some, because sometimes I'll forget and I'll be like, I'll slap on, and then I'll jump on straight away, and then I'll be like, all right, you're set. But then I'm like training with someone who has similar but different training styles. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm used to like I can do the shorter ones. I just prefer not to. It depends on the intention.
Yeah.
Like we were saying behind the session, if I'm looking to do a bit more like muscle growth focused stuff, I will do like short, longer rest periods.
Longer rest periods.
If I'm just looking to pump it out, or like if it's like a martial arts session, then I'm like go. Because I prefer not to rest too much for those. But when it comes to like this stuff, I'm like I don't do it for the cardio, so I kind of like go the opposite to it. Sounds like something.
Yeah, I know. You can hear it from a mile away too. You know, I didn't pick that up. I heard it, but when I seen you, I tied it to. Oh, of course you'd hear it because you're used to.
Yeah, bro. One of my favorite things about here is that wall. You can actually throw the
ball?
slam balls against it.
The wood wall.
The wooden wall at the back. Yeah.
Right.
So I haven't done it in a while
that's
because that hasn't
actually
been the focus of my training.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be sick to get like even for you like action shots of that stuff like because it's like I call them punch throws. It's like you're simulating the movement of a punch with the ball, so you've got the resistance, but you can let it all the way go and hit the wall.
Is that also a core workout
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, the obliques for that rotation.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fun, bro. I haven't done that kind of training for a while. But yeah, especially when I don't do as much martial arts, I incorporate some more of that. And it helps a lot with my power and speed.
When was the last time you... Oh, sorry. How long has it been from the last time you fought?
Oh, since I fought?
Yeah.
2020.
Oh, right.
So it's been
5 years?
5 years this year. 5 years. Yeah, it was end of 2020, like November 2020. November and December were my two fights. November 14th and then December 5th were my two fights. But I've just like trained and that kind of thing. I mean, you get some gym fights sometimes. Some dude's like trying to put you down in the gym, that kind of thing. But obviously that's not what you're there for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but official fights, just there.
Yeah, that's me. I've always had some, but yeah, officially it's not that much on paper, but yeah, I have been some comps, so I'm well versed there. I just, like we said before, we make decisions up there first.
Wait, are you saying you fought before? Or
No, not for.
Oh, okay. Like
competing, yeah.
Okay.
My brother has. My brother was always a boxer and stuff.
Oh, sick. Which brother?
He's the one just older than me. He'd be about 34 this year. 34 this year. He's 2 years older than me. But yeah, he did a bit of boxing. He had some fights there, and then, he told me in that moment he was like in his word, and then he hopped off it. And then he went sideways, gained the weight and stuff.
Oh, like when he was fighting, he was fighting.
He was like, I remember it too. Wake up, and his light will be on 3 o'clock in the morning, just reading his Bible and stuff. And yeah, so he was, can I say, intertwined with God in a sense.
Yeah, man.
And then fell off the bandwagon, came back to boxing, and then he goes, oh, actually, you know what? I feel like I want to. They did a bit of BJJ as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he did that.
Good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, he was the only one that actually did it competitively.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just go in there for a training session or two.
Yeah, man.
Couldn't last because my fitness was. That's
It's different. It's real different, especially jiu-jitsu.
I'm more of an explosive person, so I've always been good at sprinting and all of that type of stuff too. Long distance running,
Yeah.
maybe.
You'd be suited to striking in that then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But striking does have that like, it's like sprint. It's like sprint blocks.
Yeah.
So with some of that endurance in between.
I've always been a sprinter.
baseline. Yeah. So it's not like a one-off sprint. I get what you're saying. If you just did like 2 punches, sick.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
rest.
But yeah, I'm probably good for like 1 minute straight.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. All right. Now I'll get this set.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. For Jesus, let's get this. Just a cruisy little set.
Nice.
Alright. I move back with those a little bit. Oh, my ears.
I want to see if I can do 3.
Yeah?
I feel like I have the capacity for 3.
Yeah, nice. You got it, bro. That first
none.
bit's hard. Do you want me to help a little bit on the way down, or?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. All you, bro.
Nah.
Maybe you need the straps, bro.
Call it a day.
Fair.
I feel like
sit back
yeah,
yesterday.
because I just got the wide is
Yeah,
gonna-
we'll go wide. Yeah. We'll keep it pretty cruisy with the wide stuff as well. Bit of fun. They're normally the ones that I do the least. Because I'm like, wide grip.
Yeah, I know. Same. I feel the same way.
But I used to be. Oh, we've discussed it. One of our first sessions, it was like I was like a wide grip, wide back kind of guy. I used to think that was the key. It's really not.
Nah.
So that's why I kind of left it. But you know, that being said,
Yeah. Or the big
my
back,
back's
big bench.
decently wide. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just got more of a lat focus when I do things as opposed to like that Terry's major focus. It's good. Have we got... All right.
They've
Sick.
got so much weight in this gym.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even wipe that down. But we'll move our stuff over and I'll come back and wipe this down.
Are we gonna go to the Brent?
We'll go to
the wide?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. You said we're gonna bypass it.
Yeah. And we can even do it this way because we won't get too many people in it. It's a bit good here. Yeah. I reckon that's good. Sweet. Nice. Even flatten this out a little bit. I wonder if we'll get those people in the mirror. We'll keep it pointed down a bit. Not this way. Yeah, sick. We got some stuff there. I'll wipe down the stuff. Oh, that's kind of nice. The slightly wider grip, but for my wide grip, I tend to do like this way.
I feel like I get more activation.
Sorry?
I feel like I get more activation.
Definitely get that for the lats when you do it that way. You know you're not in front of the camera either, so they can't see what you're doing. You'll typically get more lat activation from the underhand grip
Yeah.
But then for this, we're going not so much for lat, we're going more like overhand. So for the Terry's Major,
Nice,
if
nice.
you will.
I got a suggestion. Maybe go a low angle pointing up.
I was thinking that is what I normally do. Because I do get something like that. I was just like, I like the idea of, how about this?
It'll probably cut out a lot of people.
Yeah. How's that? Do you reckon? Do you want to check it whilst I'll do like the first set? Oh, sick! Both of these are that one. That's great for like dual cable rows as well. That'd be good. Maybe we'll chuck some of those in for fun as well. Because that's like a nice lat movement too. Yeah, well, I find that this bar makes it easiest to do that wide grip.
Yes.
Because then you can just naturally
It is
grip that
longer
here.
as well.
It's a bit wide actually. That's not so bad. We got wide shoulders.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's actually quite nice.
That's actually a
Just gotta
good.
watch out for a swing. Good angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
It gets the upper bar, upper back, not part, not bar, but part. Oh my days.
Upper part. I'll check it whilst you do it. Oh yeah. I reckon we could 0.5 it, I reckon. Oh man, looks like I'm an ant. Ooh-wee. I reckon it's kind of cutting it off.
You know what I
don't you
mean?
reckon?
Pardon?
Yeah, it's like just the upper part. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
going 0.5 with it.
And if
So it's
someone,
weird.
if someone was to walk past, can you see me?
Yeah, but not too many people are walking past right
Yeah.
now. I reckon it might be good to go even flat from here.
Yeah.
It's because it's still slightly downward, I guess. If you is it okay if you sit on there again?
Yeah.
Please, yeah. Be good to note whilst we're here. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Good. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll let you check it out though, if you want. I just feel like it gets the
Oh yeah, that's way better.
thing in there. Yeah, otherwise it was just a bit like not quite seeing what we'd like to see, you know.
That's way better.
What are we doing now? I don't know. I might go. What does God tell me to do? Maybe we'll go 80.
80?
See how that feels. Keep it cruisier. Should be good. But yeah. It's good. I want to rip straight into it, but I know I should take a
Oh, relax.
small rest.
We'll have a bit of a breather.
Yeah, man, that's it. I'll say hi to Money and Kai over here. You met these guys before? The bro here? What's up, bro? How are you?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on? You know, you might not know T-Pow or Will. You here with Kai, yeah? It's good, man. Did you just get a haircut? Yeah. It's good, man. Looks fresh. Fresh. It's good.
Get a haircut, come to the gym now.
Yeah, that's it, man.
No more clubbing.
That's it. That's good.
This is the new clubs.
We're just doing some like a chill little back and arm session. How about you guys?
Some bodyweight stuff, but out.
Yeah, sick. Cruisy one.
That's easy.
Yeah, yeah. We'll go in after this as well. Convince this guy to go in. So,
Good fun. Sauna for us today, man.
not today? Yeah. It's good, man. Bit flat? Yeah? Something there, I'm a bit flat as well. Hey? Yeah. Yeah, but I think my sleep over the past week has been like accumulating a little less. So I can't.
Well, I heard that's what happens when you have heaps of money. Pockets are heavy and the sleep gets
So you'd know. That's Hey, Kai, how you going, bro? What's up, bro? This is my guy, Will, T-Pal, Kai. Have a good sesh, bro. Okay, he's a youth worker.
Oh, right, yeah, nice. Yeah.
Met him in the sauna. Meet a lot of dudes in the sauna.
You were telling me this before?
Yeah.
It's a good way to, kind of network with people as well.
Yeah, man. It's good. The gym is a great place for that because it's just I find the best networking is I get it and I get why they do it, but those guys that do like on networking where you see them meet up at a car park, they're like, it's 6 a.m., we're doing push-ups in the car park. I'm like, all right, but it lacks. It's like they're networking to network so they can network. It's like they're not actually building and it's not like a high value group of like high level individuals coming in to expand each other. It's just like guys that think the network is what makes me high value instead of being like, I'm high value and then you gain a network. Because Yana and I have never done that. Like I tend to be more in person. Like I'll meet people at a place of shared passion. That's what a lot of those things lack is like the heart and the passion behind it. Because that's like not real networking. But you see high level business guys do, go out to dinner or they'll play golf or something like that. Or pickleball is kind of big for a lot of them now. Because it's something that you enjoy and you're passionate about. Like most rich people aren't sitting there talking about business all day. They will do something they enjoy and then business comes up here and there. But it's like even like majority of business guys are interested in other things that aren't just business. So
they're not just strictly business, if that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Because it's like if you already have that, you don't really need to be watching more stuff about it. To a degree, like Yana and I love watching that stuff and enjoy learning too. So it's like it's good. She enjoys that kind of content. Yeah. I enjoy long form content where I can listen to that stuff. But my short form content is like my feed is like none of that stuff. It's just like highlights and that kind of thing.
Yeah, like funny stuff.
Yeah. TikTok's more where my funny stuff is. Like
same.
Some stand-up comedy in there.
Just send stuff to all your friends and whatnot.
I just send like puppy stuff and funny stuff to Yana, and then funny puppy stuff sometimes. That's it, bro. It's good. How if I do this, will this work? Tell you how I'll do this. I'll do it like this.
Oh, you're all right.
Feel free.
Nah, you're all right.
Don't stress about it. What do we have here?
Oh, nice. This will be good. Nice.
I laughed a bit because this made it look like a little bone. I was like, oh no. T-Pow phone down.
Phone home. Home phone? It's home phone, isn't it? ET phone, home phone? Phone home. Yeah, it's phone home. There's like a big debate about, no, it's this, it's that. Oh.
Is there? Can't you just go back and watch it?
Yeah.
Who's debating this?
Internet know-it-alls. I like the last part because I can
fly up.
Oh, jeez.
All gravy, bro. All gravy. That was actually pretty light. I like locked in quite hard for that, and then it's like, oh, gotta go off a little bit. But it was good.
Nice.
Just do more reps. It's good. How'd that feel for you?
That's good.
Yeah.
I reckon I can go heavier. I'll probably do less reps though if we go heavier. But yeah,
Same. That's kind of how it works. Eh?
that's normally how it works naturally.
This is true. We'll go give 100 a crack.
Nice.
Maybe we'll be silly and try 130.
The whole stack. You never know.
You never know.
I don't remember the last time I full stacked something.
I think if I did like...
Well, I know tricep I can full stack. These techno gyms, I always full stack them. Tricep wise, my strongest, my favorite.
Yeah, sick. I gotta
yeah.
see that, bro.
Better than I like biceps, but for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Full stack on like... I don't think these ones are that heavy on
Nah.
this side.
They go up 60.
Oh, this one's heavier on here. 60, 50 on this side.
Oh, right. Yeah, that just got more plates,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, man. They got the wider plates there, yeah. Yeah, full stack. I think I've
Yeah, right.
full stacked some of the techno and the hammer strength stuff. I full stacked some of the
Interesting.
triceps for that.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty sure I can full stack 60.
I definitely
I could
reckon
be
you
wrong.
can, because
Could be wrong.
I'm fairly sure I can do it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you'd be able to do it. Let's give it a go after this.
I do the tricep triangle thing image again with the rope.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more stable with, I know the
It
ropes.
is. Like they are much stronger. That one. But yeah. Yeah, man. What's the time, by the way, bro? I haven't
It is-
checked. I've got way more today though.
Almost quarter, 12:18.
12:18.
Yeah,
Nice,
I
bro.
was trying to figure out how to say it. Would I say 12:15, which doesn't make sense because it's 3 minutes past 15.
3 minutes past 12:15.
Yeah, 3 minutes, but yeah, that's essentially how I was trying to describe it.
2 minutes less than a third of the way
Yeah.
past 12.
What's quarter past but 3 more? 12.
Really, like adding that teacher element where you like get them to answer.
Break them down.
That's it, bro.
If I am blank, if the time is blank, but I am 3 minutes past 15.
That's good. Yeah, she's good. I thought you were gonna keep clapping in time with that beat. Are you like into music or like dance, like creating your own music in that as well?
Yeah, I've did. I don't know if you see this. I just made it because I don't know if you watch Key and Peele a lot.
Yeah. I've seen some of their stuff. Yeah.
There's a post here that I did. It's this one here. I created that sound.
What's that? What sound we're listening to here?
Where is my headphones gone?
Oh, back at probably on the shelf, right?
It's more of a.
This thing right here. He's letting all the ladies know what guys talk about. You know,
It's more like
a lot of things in life.
It was like a cinematic take on a mainstream song.
Okay.
So I took it from. Wait, which one's the creator? Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
He did. I got 5 on. I don't know if you're familiar on that song. But because he made that, he turned it horror but cinematic as well.
Yeah.
So probably necessarily wasn't him. It was probably the audio engineer guy that was in charge of the music and sound design and all of that stuff. So that's where I got that thingy from too. So like just your normal generic songs like this.
Yeah.
But how can I turn it cinematic and make
So what did you do to that in order to change it?
There's a sound pack. It's called cinematic. Don't quote me. Anyways, it's basically
I'm gonna quote you.
It's a sound pack where every hit, every whoosh, every that cinematic hit where that's that high pitched ding like that. it's in a note form, and every song that gets released has a note that it's mainly like played in, and all you have to find out is the main note, and then the creativity part is up to you, and then you just strip the little cinematic hits, the cinematic whooshes, the cinematic bass notes and all of that stuff. Let's just say, for example, it's an A sharp. I'll strip everything A sharp, or A major, or A minor, and I'll see what I can do, and I'll just flip them around. It's like, nah. So I'll have the earphones in, or if no one's at home, I'll blast the speakers so I can feel the full impact.
Yeah, sick.
But yeah, that was just the concept. When he did that, I was like, no one's doing that right now. Like, how can I spruce up songs like these and then make it cinematic instead of hip-hoppy and stuff, but I'll reintroduce the beat back. If that makes sense. I don't know if you're familiar with John Legend, the singer.
All of You guy?
Yeah. I got his Green Light song with Andre 3000. I did that. So I want to see if I can find it for you. Nope, not that one. But yeah, I just like to experiment with songs. Oh yeah, it is this song. But that's the...
Well, you made this?
Yeah. Oh, it kind of, you know that muffled effect?
Yeah.
So like, just to accentuate that slow motion.
Yeah.
And then when the beat picks back up again, it kind of, that makes sense. But
Yeah. I love that, bro. It reminds me of trailer music.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Mock trailer.
Yeah.
It's a mock trailer.
Yeah. Like
Trailerish.
the new Superman one does stuff like that. James Gunn does that a lot.
Yeah.
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer was sick.
I love that because the song choices.
And then pairing it with the audio from the, or like the clips and the audio from the movie.
Yeah.
Gives it so much depth and that. It's cool to, like, because there's a certain rhythm that all of that stuff moves out, and it's like a new song, basically. Even like when people do edits of like shows and that kind of thing, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking of another one as well. The Rock's new one, that the one where he's playing Mark Kerr.
I think I haven't really been. Yeah, I
think some of the trailers just came out.
If I see it, I'm like, oh, that's the trailer you must be talking about.
Yeah, but they do that thing where it's like the cinematic of like a slower song for that one.
Yeah.
I think it's sick, bro. It really makes you feel something.
Yeah.
All of you don't realize how much goes into like the sound design, because we're moved so much, like we talk about, by emotions and that, by music rather. So it's good, bro.
So that just paired up with like visual aspect of stuff really intensifies how our senses perceive a lot of visual stuff.
As I went to do that, I was like, wouldn't it be stupid if I fell because I did it? And then I just actually did it.
Yeah, so so I made it originally just to make like mock trailers and stuff, and I started like asking guys at work, I was like, if you were to act or something, how good are you? Like, because that's what I essentially want to push out, just more mock trailers where everyone's like, oh, when's this movie coming out? I was like, oh, what movie is this? Kind of begs the question of, and then hopefully get picked up by some guy who wants to invest budget in me, and then we can make a full movie out of it.
That's it. Like the Deadpool test screening thing.
You know what I mean?
How'd this get out here?
Yeah. Whoa.
Couldn't be me.
Like that type of stuff. I love that concept, the Deadpool, because it's so unhinged. Like, everything is just.
Those were fun movies, bro.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them. My wife did not enjoy them.
Oh, the
She was
Deadpool.
like, it's too silly.
Yeah, it's
Too silly and too gory. If she gets into
gory.
it,
Yeah.
But she likes Endgame and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Superhero stuff.
Yeah, I watched I rewatched the Deadpool and Wolverine. I rewatched that one. So.
That was good. Deadpool and Wolverine's good. Yeah, bunch of good movies, bro. I enjoy movies a lot.
not this Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
They have the different types of Wolverines throughout the. Yeah. So that's crazy.
Yeah,
They
bro.
just cross. It's crazy, like how to think. How do you even think of stuff like that? Oh, that's sweet. And then when we get up to this point, I feel like a person with ADHD came up with that movie. Just the randomness of things popping up throughout the movie.
I got an interesting thing about that. I'll do the set before elaborating, or before we think of it. But I can kind of see an argument for like ADHD not really being a real thing. It's like a lot of mental health issues that people talk about.
I feel like I agree. I feel like it's probably just a title I like to put on things, but I do agree with it not being real.
Yeah,
I do
and
agree.
it is also like a diagnosis. Like if you tell someone they've got it, they're like, "Oh, I've got ADHD."
And then
They
almost-
identify with that.
So I'm saying
and
they
it
almost
becomes them.
identify it as
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, it's a
get
big identity
Yes,
thing.
I get it, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let's do this set.
Nice.
get off again.
Oh, the shirt's coming off. Light. Nice. Nice.
No little boner thing there.
Let's
See
go.
if this moves. If it doesn't, delete it. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, at least I got one, and then all I can do is I can slow motion, and then it makes it look like you did that. That was your last rep. Yeah.
This is normal weight for me.
Nice.
Big done for those.
I want to try 130. I don't know about wide, but I know about close. So we'll try wide.
Yeah. I mean, nice.
Yeah. That was like a half rep.
That was better than mine.
That was like a half
reckon.
rep. I'll probably go back to. I'll go 80, and I'll just
80?
try. Yeah, I'll go 80 and rep it out.
Fair, bro. You can see every time we go up, it's like this. The whole thing comes up, bro.
The weight distribution.
Strong, bro. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
The weight distribution. That was good.
what's the plan, or what's after this? Do we have anything else, or?
I was like either a little bit of some arm stuff, so maybe some hammer curls, and then like face pulls. But I reckon it'd be either or. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't end up doing both. I'm just like, yeah.
I just wanted to know whether I shoot more or save some for the other ones, other workout, the shots.
Yeah, we'll do some hammer curls after this, I reckon. And the face pull stuff can, maybe we'll do one set of face pulls. Sweet. Just to get our foot in the door. But even hammer curls we'll do like, maybe
Just
like
gonna go
one
to
strong set.
the restroom.
Oh yeah. Easy, bro. I reckon we're done with this. I'll pump out like a small set and then hammer curl. Just do a few reps with 90 for a bit of fun. Amen. And then we'll go prime for hammer curls. Still focus. All right, that'll do. I don't know how useful that was, to be honest with you, but my back feels pretty sick and pumped in this. I'm feeling like I'm putting on a little bit more mass and getting leaner again, which is nice. move this stuff over this way. Go into this little, the T-Power corner, and I'll do some hammer curl stuff over here with the fat grips. Here you go. Have the mirror. Grab T-Power's water bottle. This camera stuff. Yeah. Look at me, I am a photographer. Oh, okay. Might need the restroom as well. His microphone's on the thing. All right. Maybe I'll use the 40s today, but for now, I reckon I will grab. Let's take a sec and see how the 20s are. 20s? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go 20s. Yeah. Just throw them around. See how they feel. Should be good. Just a little primer. Oh, okay, yeah. They're quite light. So that'll be good. What do we got from here? Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right. With little fat grips. Oh, might as well pump them out. 20 with the 20s. 5. Oh. Okay. These are just silly now. A couple more. 2. 1. Okay. Oh. 25 with the 20s. Just did a couple as I walk back. Don't know how useful that was, but good little pump. Get a little vascular. Oh, my mic slightly to the right. Good times. It's good. I was like, I'll do a primer set with the 20s. I was like, oh, these are easy. Yeah. Yeah. Pumped out a set. So right. It's good. Oh, you're gonna go there? Yeah, get it. Yeah. I like it. We're getting some people, but that's alright. We can move all the way into the corner. We'll shuffle over this way. Yeah? Good weight for you? What do you got there, 20s? Oh, yeah. Yeah, from the fat grip. Yeah. How many did you do? Yeah, nice.
You know how you get into that habit where you like count?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what the evidence points to. Technically. What? Teams? Oh, yeah. Is that what you, your team group chat thing? Yeah, I get you. Oh, yeah, the mic. T-Power getting the mic back on.
Yeah, I was like, oh, something's missing.
That's right. It's good.
How does the audio sound when I usually go around here? When you
Good,
go to
good as far as I can tell, bro. Yeah, it's good. The last one that we did, like obviously there's the one that I've got to edit a bit more where we talked about some of the other boys and that, which I haven't done yet. But the other one that I was exporting in the meantime was our session from Monday.
Yeah.
I had some trouble exporting, bro. It was like, wouldn't do the full thing. So hopefully it's done it now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's like the Mad Dogs clip. I was like, there was nothing wrong with it.
Oh yeah, that's
then
right.
when-
You were having the same thing,
And
yeah.
then when I changed the settings back onto the normal, it exported. I was like, I did that the first time and you guys told me something was wrong. And then I changed it. That didn't work. Then when I changed it back, I was like, sometimes it does that to you. I think it's clearing out your, how do you say this word? Is it cache?
Cache.
Yeah, it's
Cache.
clearing that out. Cache. Clearing that up helps.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, so I did a little bit of a Google. That's what they suggested straight off the bat. Also your settings, your export settings. Makes sense.
It's fair, man.
Because I had to clear out 3 years worth of cached things. I was like, that's why it was slow. Also, if you find when you upload or edit a lot of high quality stuff, it'll start to. So in videography terms, we like to call, if you're not geek, but if you just know, we edit in proxies. It's just a lesser file, makes you edit quicker too, doesn't lag, and then before you render, you bring back all the necessary stuff, and then you render. Editing in proxies. If you don't know what it is, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a faster way for you to edit high quality stuff without editing in high quality stuff. So taking it from like 8K, 4K, and just bringing it down to like 1080p. And then when you're ready, all the little edits and stuff are done. You just bring back that quality, place it back on there, and render it off. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Nice. I like it.
Don't ask me how to spell it. No, I'm joking. I know how to spell it. Yeah. Don't pick it up. All right. Face down. That's my habit. Yeah. Yesterday at the gym, I found when I did that, I just fell into that rabbit hole. So that as well. Yeah.
It's fair, bro. It happens. Yeah, that's why I'm glad that my phone's occupado right now. It's good. I'm gonna do one more set. Yeah. Then I'm done. Hey, be good to sit in the sauna.
All right.
Just relax a bit. Yeah. All right, let's.
Basically, these are the type of music I grew up listening to, or besides the gospel tracks and stuff, but all the siblings having different tastes, so sisters having R&B flavor, soulful gospel as well. Older brothers very heavily deep into the rap songs. Dad, Elvis. He was into his rock stuff as well. He loved Elvis.
Yeah. It's good. I actually don't know how much of you were getting in that. Hang on. Ah, yeah, like solidly in there.
It's still on.
Yeah. Still on. I was just making sure you're in there.
Yeah. And yeah, I feel like an oldest brother being a DJ, so he had a lot of those Polynesian flavored type beats. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but all the Polynesian style songs and remixes. But yeah, very versatile. And then I'll have friends that with what I used to think it was weird, but like that's what I had friends growing up who introduced me to like techno and stuff. Hardstyle, I don't know if you know what hardstyle is.
Yeah.
A lot of the doof music.
Yeah.
But yeah, that versatility in music feelings, if that makes sense. But
Yeah, for sure, man. Expression through that stuff, you know?
Expression through,
It's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. One thing I remember that I'll probably do after this is that I might get you to film it with my phone if that's cool. That,
Yeah, that's fine.
Day 3 of doing the fast kicks.
Oh, yeah, nice. Obviously, vertical.
Yeah, yes, please. And then we can get some movement and that going in there. Yeah. Should be good. Ooh-wee. All right.
And
All right.
Skull, you got this.
Get the bump. Whoa, get to the chopper. Okay. Walk back over here. Let's keep them nice and clean.
You're like, I'm not doing more.
I'm like, bro, that's all I've got. Nice, bro. It's very good work. Good work.
This is a good time to bust out all the weird moves. Because then we can just blame it on, you don't know this move. It was my great-grandfather's move. That's how he picked up my great-grandmother. Through his dance moves.
That's it, man. That's it. But you know, I actually met my wife through.
Through dance?
Yeah, well, I did a dance performance and then she hit me up from it. She DM'd me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What type of dance was it? Was it like a ballet, hip-hop, contemporary?
It's like, my style is a bit more like urban lyrical.
Yeah.
So I think you could call it urban, but I like to do like dance to like lyrical music, so.
Yeah, nice. So you can portray the lyrics through actions and stuff? Makes sense?
Like interpretive dance, no?
Oh yeah,
Not quite like that.
Yeah, I know a few mates that do interpretive dances as well. It's very common, especially with when they're doing their solo performances for Christ and doing those type of interpretive dancing too. People find it funny. I found it funny at first, but you're like, oh, it's actually a skill.
I think interpretive dance is weird. I don't think that it's a skill. Yeah. I don't think that I do that.
Right.
I can show you the stuff like that. It's not quite like that, but yeah. But it's good fun.
Hey man, I can't do it, so I can't hate on it.
You can hate it on it if you want.
Yeah.
But
I choose not to because I wouldn't, I don't have the courage to get up there and actually do that type of stuff. So
yeah.
It's actually more respect than hate. But it's not even hate at all. It's just
respect.
Yeah, it's just a respect like that. That's for him. It's not for everybody. Like everyone's not going to have the same cup of tea, right?
That's it.
So in the Tongan culture, we call it singing and dancing. Any gospel music, we'll do our singing action. That's what we call it in the Tongan community, especially in our church. But yeah, there's a lot of like. To the beat.
Oh, I've seen, yeah. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
But you know what I mean? There's a lot of that. So I have been put on that, because it's good, because it's in a group.
You got that rhythm, bro.
Yeah. So it's in a group, and the guys will have their part, and then the girls will have their part. So I grew up with that. I'm kind of.
I like that, bro.
Yeah.
That was tight. More of that.
Yeah. That was more like an R&B boys to
men. Yeah. Boys to men. That was very loud, my laugh.
You have to grab it and then
Bring it in.
Bring it in. Always got to bring it in.
Embrace it. Yeah, it's good, man.
But yeah, that type of stuff growing up, even like just portraying like one of the actions, everyone knows if you go to church, especially as a Polynesian, to glorify God, this is the move everyone goes to, like that. That's the move. That's the move, and yeah, man. Just like even if the words in Tongan means like them or everyone, it's always or you can go. So I get it, man.
Yeah, bro. I saw Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, I saw. Oh yeah, right. So it's like that, yeah, man. And especially because dance is a big part of the Tongan culture as well. Yeah. Traditional dance and all of that type of stuff. I feel like, yeah, we are born with rhythm as well, but it's also taught at a young age when we do our has to be on beat. All of our traditional stuff is on beat, right? Because I always get this a lot, but they're like, Polynesians, they're like on beat, or like they got good rhythm and stuff, but we've been, I guess it's been, how do I say, it's been embedded in us from a young age growing up, just to be on beat. Whatever type of beat it is, there's always a beat. I feel like that's why music, you see, if you go to school with Islanders, or Polynesians or whoever, there's always carrying around a guitar. And, yeah, so they just,
I think it's sick, man. I think it's awesome.
I wish
Music's
I
such
could
a
play
good
guitar.
thing.
Not my, well, probably not my preference. I like to listen and watch people.
Fair, bro. Fair.
Well, I don't know what else to say, but
That's pretty much all for the gym portion of this gym therapy.
we're
go have
going
a
to hit the
therapy
sauna
session.
therapy.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll film in the sauna and that as well, because I
Probably
also don't.
If it gets overheated.
Yeah, I don't know the capacity for these,
For
like,
these under-
temperature-wise. Yeah. I know my phone can't stay in there for like very long. But yeah, I'll go to the bathroom and film the bag thing.
Yeah.
And then
Do you want to film on the phone? Yeah.
yeah, on the phone's good, because then I'll have the
Straight
mic
away.
on and then rip off the stuff. But yeah, we'll say bye for this. Oh, T-Pow. Bye.